So what do you think of the first, well, the preview night? At San Diego Comic-Con hasn't even started yet.
And I'm already tired.
Yeah. Of course,
Yeah.
we've been going since 2 a.m. San
This
Diego
time.
time. So,
Yeah.
but we just wanted to touch really quickly on some of the things we saw tonight at San Diego Comic-Con.
At the usual places.
At the usual places. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to look at. But
Mm-hmm.
first off, where we always hit any show, we hit Hasbro first.
Hasbro's right in the door that we generally come in. The main door.
The main door.
main door,
So we
yeah.
walk in, Marvel Legends, they have
The
their
booth
nice...
the booth is reconfigured, so
Yeah,
Marvel
yeah.
Legends is like boom right
It's facing
there.
the
right when
wrong
you walk
way,
in.
I think. It's kind of cut off, but
Yeah,
all
but-
they
but
didn't
it's
have
right to the
anything.
door,
Yeah,
so-
they didn't have anything new. No. They had their new display stuff,
I mean,
which
Yeah,
is cool.
seeing some of the stuff that we saw in prototype form in New York that
Yeah.
I don't have yet.
Yeah, but it's not new.
Right.
But we wandered over the Star Wars stuff.
Mhm.
Nothing new on their racks and stuff. But they had another elaborate display in the middle of the booth.
Yeah.
Started looking. It was a sail barge. It was Tatooine. It was Jabba's palace. You go under though, and you start seeing some.
There's some custom things within there
Yeah,
that they
yeah.
put together only for these displays. They do that in the Marvel
The
ones. too.
R2D2 getting processed. There's
Yeah.
88, an EV99, and a Gonk droid, and 21B getting tortured. Oh,
Yeah.
well, A21B droid.
Right.
Then you come around to, oh man, what I think is the most exciting part of the Hasbro booth right now. Well,
It's mostly empty.
what was it this morning when you asked me?
Yeah.
One of my most.
It had happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look around in there. Well, first, underneath, they have a big custom Rancor that looks...
Is underneath Jabba's throne
Mhm.
room.
Looks
essentially.
damn amazing, looks big, looks huge.
Oh.
I'm thinking it's just a custom piece, though.
But there's
you-
nothing else down there with it right now.
Right.
And a lot of open space.
So we'll see how that turns out. But you go up to Jabba's palace,
Yeah.
and you see Han and Carbonite, you see the Tauntaun head beside it, you see the other head on the other side. At the lighting is, right, Gamorrean guards.
Yeah, and
You
it's,
know-
it's darkly lit,
Uh-huh. And you know Jabba is, like, custom painted. That's not...
It looks like it,
Yeah. They're salacious, but you look at Boba Fett, and he has the Return of the Jedi colors on.
Yeah.
Could be just custom,
Could be.
But you start looking up in the light, and you start seeing what...
And there was a little orange pin light right above him.
You see the Major Domo,
Yeah.
the Bib Fortuna himself.
Creepy ass Bib Fortuna.
And that can be... I mean, that's a very elaborate custom. The droids
It didn't
don't
look like it. The droids, you could tell by looking at them.
They didn't have joints.
Yeah.
They were just kind of molded there. They could be figures that
Could
just
be.
haven't had joints yet. But I think Bib's coming this weekend,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that was one of my... Him and
Oh,
Nine
hell
Numb was
yeah.
what I told
Yeah.
you this morning, so
Yeah.
that's cool. But we wandered from there. We went over to Mezco. We saw they had some new things. I have to look at the pictures because there's so much stuff tonight.
Yeah, I mean, just off the top of my head, Black Bolt and Lockjaw are in the case again, with no release date.
No release date.
And not that that's any big deal on its own, but they did have a lot of stuff on there
They
with
did.
release dates that are creeping into 2021.
Right.
So, I
But-
guess you can start budgeting for your 112 stuff now.
They have Gambit coming summer 20 of 20.
Mm-hmm.
20 of 20. You know, that's how us kids say it.
Yeah.
Then they showed an Iron Fist. It's full body suit. Kind of plain.
It
but
kind
it's-
of looked a little footy pajama-y because it just doesn't. That's nothing against Mezco. It's just it's a plain outfit.
Yeah.
It's not.
But it's kind of the modern look. He's got the wrapped legs and
Yeah.
arms, and I like it. It's a
okay.
different one.
It's okay.
But then, like you said, Black Bolt and Lockjaw really need a release date.
Because, I mean, if it's going to be like summer of 2023 at this
Right.
point,
But the big surprise, I wandered around the corner, and then somebody had to tell me to come back around to look at Morbius. I didn't know them. That was
It's an
kind of a
interesting choice.
It is. The bodysuit looks really good on it. Then it gave him his classic collar.
Yeah.
But what sells this is the face. It's the head sculpt. Really.
He's got a very classic look to his face, but maybe a little dark. I mean, I think of that and it's
No,
okay. Maybe it was just the lighting or whatever, but
Yeah.
it's good.
I love
It's
it.
good.
I
Yeah.
love it. That's definitely on the list. And then turn
I
the
was
corner,
more excited about what you see around the corner.
Man, that Bluto and Popeye. Another Popeye. If you missed out on the two,
There's another one with
They're like,
white
hey,
pants
yeah.
and blue shirt. He looks great.
yeah, to go along with Bluto. It's perfect.
I
It's-
never
it's a
thought
good
I needed
set.
so many Popeyes, but
If it is a set, they do have both of them coming summer of 2020. But then we're staring at the Bluto and Popeye and look down, and Mezco has a damn Conan on display.
like it's Conan on display, but it's like a Frank Frazetta painting just like popped out into 3D. That you know, beastly looking classic Conan.
And to put it into the 1/12 collective line where he's not wearing a lot of clothes in the first place.
You have to really look around the crotchtal area to see where the cloth comes into play here, because it's not much.
Maybe around a boot?
Maybe
a little fur.
I was too busy looking at his crotch.
But the sculpt was amazing with all the scar marks on it and the musculature
and the accuracy, especially in the face. Because I mean, when I think of Conan the Barbarian, that Frazetta painting of his face, that is what I think of.
And bangs.
And
bangs. Gotta have bangs.
It's perfect.
So where'd we go from there?
After that, we wandered over to NECA.
Yeah.
Which
we'd already heard about these though.
They let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Themselves a little bit, but of everything new for preview night that we saw, that was probably my favorite stop. Even though it's kind of hard to see their stuff right now, because the line for their booth to buy exclusives wraps around.
Well, Mezco was the same way.
Right.
We had to ask to get into line to take pictures.
Right.
And then jump
out.
out.
No, I don't want to cut in line. I just want to get past you to take pictures. Yeah.
But man, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, oh man.
So they let it be known, and pre-orders are already up for the video game stuff at like Big Bad Toy Store and Dorkside Toys. That the cartoon line, they're essentially running 3 lines now. The cartoon line is going to remain with its exclusivity to Target. GameStop and probably shared convention exclusives and multi-packs is going to remain for the movie stuff. And now the fan channel, I don't want to say fan channel, that's Hasbro's thing, but the online retailer specialty shop stuff will handle the video game line stuff. And the cartoon and the video game stuff was definitely pretty well represented in the booth.
Well, the first thing I got to take pictures of, because again, we had to jump in line and then work our way down the glass case, but it had Motorhead and why do I keep forgetting his name?
Metalhead and Leatherhead.
I know his name. It's just been a running joke all night. But Metalhead and Slash were right there beside each other.
And Leatherhead was in
Leatherhead.
There.
We've seen Leatherhead a couple times.
Yeah,
though.
And we saw Slash at New York, I think.
But no, it was a special NECA show here a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
But he was in different colors, right? No, he was in cartoon colors.
Right. Yeah. Because the video game one was put up for pre-sale today, so they've actually had a couple of slashes, Slash Eye. And that grouping over there is listed as Series 2, due out in the fall, which I'm pretty sure Bebop and Rocksteady are a part of as well.
As exciting that is, what did I just say? I'm so excited I can't even speak English correctly. But man, oh, my boy... Casey Jones
is going to clean up this town. They're talking like that in the cartoon. Which is funny because he is in that booth right now based off of his popularity with the fan base. Because for a cartoon line, I mean, he showed up in maybe 1 or 2 episodes. He wasn't a huge presence in the cartoon for some reason. But holy crap, Casey Jones and what I would consider to be the most iconic, in my brain, version of April O'Neil.
Yeah. Looking just like the cartoon.
Yeah.
And it needs to be said that the turtles they had surrounding Casey and April are brighter colors than the ones we saw at Target.
I believe they're just repaints, but their skin tone, they all match. They're a bright green, and they don't have that cell shading to them that the previous versions had that I could see.
So it's yet another version of those same sculpts, but trying to make everybody happy.
Yeah,
they're going all out. Then the foot soldiers had extras that
they had like masks, and because there was one time when they had police or security guard caps on. But I mean, there were lots of things floating around in there. There were skateboards, more pizza slices. There was a little palm tree toy thing that was in an episode, at least I know of. So I mean, they're really paying attention to the details. Oh, and the drillers. Gosh, I know what are their names, because they show up in the cartoon, but also in the video games. The guys that their heads that have drills on the top of them, they come out and they've got the like lasso things that are electrified.
Okay, that's NECA stuff. I mean, they're going to go all out on Turtles. I'm sure we're going to see more. I don't know. This
it seemed like they had some more room in their booth. They had a whole wall of their booth that wasn't display oriented like it has been in the past, like that back wall.
Right.
So they don't have quite as much display room, but they could end up adding more, maybe, possibly.
Right. But across from NECA, well, kind of across is the Mattel booth.
Mm-hmm.
We saw some new DC multiverse figures.
Yeah. What's looking to be the end of the line.
Yeah, it's the Killer Croc wave.
Mm-hmm.
But
KG Beast. We hadn't seen him yet.
Looks very nice. What is he on? Maybe on the Lobo body? He's on a bigger, bulkier type body.
Yeah, he looks cool. Because they had that Killer Croc wave, and that Killer Croc is funny. He's gigantic. He looks like the original Batman line. Killer
Sculpt,
Croc,
but put on the King Shark body, kind of.
Like size-wise.
But it's size-wise and almost feel of it, the shape and stuff.
The paint, I mean, this was obviously just a prototype, but the paint on it was beautiful tonight. I would love to see that be, carried through.
Katana.
Katana is cool. Getting characters like Katana and KG Beast in what's likely going to be the last multiverse series. That's going out pretty cool. And then they had a
Robin.
Robin, and then Red
Dick
Hood.
Tim Batman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kind of a scrawny Batman with an unmasked head.
Yeah.
They had a Red Hood.
Yeah, Red Hood with the jacket. Mm-hmm. The leather jacket.
And then it went into that Michael Keaton Batman
tribute
wave.
Yeah. Joker and Poison Ivy look better in person here than they did in kind of those promotional shots that were leaked. Which would be cool.
I may pick up some of those because it's Bat-centric and
there's
have
no
KG Beast or the Beast.
But there's no collect and connect in that.
No, it's just
and
those
I
four
think
figures.
some of those are exclusive to retailers.
Or are they?
Too. Yeah, I think Poison Ivy is exclusive to some retailer or something like that. I remember them mentioning something like that, but it wasn't all ironed out.
Well, we travel around the booth to Masters of the Universe, and after liking the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Masters of the Universe Origins, He-Man and Prince Adam
2-pack,
they decided to show Skeletor today.
And as nice as I thought He-Man ended up being from that set, Skeletor blows both of them away, in my opinion.
He fits the aesthetic a little bit.
And they said that they were going to be unveiling,
there's 2 more tomorrow and 2 more Friday.
Yeah.
At least that's the placards in them.
And they're going to retail. They're going to be about $15.
Yeah.
So that's
those
cool.
are nifty. And then there was
the Mega Constructs, Master stuff. Man, they're going all out. That stuff is cool.
Mega Constructs in general seems like to be coming out of nowhere.
Game of Thrones.
I wish I had taken pictures of that. I don't have pictures.
We'll get it. We'll make sure that he takes pictures.
Oh, Matt took pictures. He should post it on
better pictures.
He may post it on the front page tonight. Yeah. But it's the Mega Constructs fire for the dragon.
The Godswood alone looks like it could be a set.
Yeah, that could be by itself. Dragon fire. Buy this set if you want your dragon to blow fire.
But Masters of the Universe, I mean, they're adding Point Dread and the Talon Fighter. There's a Sky Sled and a Roton that has Merman finally.
And then Beastman there was a different one with an orange or a different harness.
Yeah, it was
they had a bunch of color swaps.
Harness on him. They had the mini comics color Stratos in there. Fisto was in there. There was cartoon colors Evil Lyn. There was a non-flocked Mossman.
Because flocked Mossman comes with bones.
With Battle Bones, which is the exclusive to this show.
Yeah.
Right. Zodak was in there. Battle Armor Faker was in there. Battle Cat, Panthro. Panther. God.
We were talking about Thundercats earlier.
Yeah. So that's exciting. I think I was kind of casually collecting just the figures and being cool with that, but now
it was one of those lines like that I don't know, Masters being Masters.
That's a slippery
the 5.5 line and then the Mega Constructs. It doesn't count because it's Masters.
It's awesome.
It's not cheating on the 6-inch line if it's Masters.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
I have a lot of Masters incarnations.
But then we went from there and went down to the McFarlane booth.
Well, the Diamond booth that had a McFarlane section.
Yeah, the McFarlane. Oh, well, yeah, okay. They had a corner. Mm-hmm. And Fortnite stuff. Shut up. It was most of what we already knew, but man, seeing AIM in person, and especially Dyer, the werewolf, looks so good. But they did.
AIM was the robot, right?
AIM was the robot.
I appreciated his modesty. Most robots don't wear pants.
See, you can't look at robot junk all day. But they did reveal a new figure in Inferno, which is like kind of the wild card body. But then I came back by Jazzwares.
Mm-hmm.
And
for more.
No one knew Fortnite stuff in the 6-inch line, but they will be revealing something Saturday for the 6-inch line, maybe a vehicle type thing.
Yeah.
But that's it from Preview Night.
Yeah.
At least as it pertains to the channel. There was a lot more stuff. But that's where we got to.
Yeah. You can only cover so much in the first 3 hours or so.
Yeah.
When everybody's trying to get through the door and get exclusives and stuff like that. So
Tomorrow's
the
Hasbro.
preview breakfast for Hasbro. So I would say early morning risers, but by the time we're there, it's 11 o'clock on the East Coast.
Right. So that's first thing in the morning. That's a couple hours. We'll go to the show for a couple hours, try to snap some pictures, and then get back here.
Yeah.
And this isn't a bed, but
a nice table.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you hear that?
So it's two guys at a table talking about toys.
View of downtown San Diego.
What do you think, Gus? I got me a beer. I've stayed in the hotel room all day.
Antisocial as always, Gus. Man, I'll tell you.
That's it for Preview Night. Tomorrow's Thursday.
We'll probably be a little bit more invigorated and jubilant
after some sleep.
Yeah.
We'll be more up and happy. And catch you here tomorrow
at Comic-Con.